Hello, welcome to Red Sports. This is Ishan and Devashish reporting for you. Uh, you know, it's India versus USA in a few days. I think there's a slight echo. Let me just rectify this. Hello. Just making sure if you're audible. If there's someone watching this, could you please let us know if you're audible before we start? Yeah, can someone let us know if you're audible before we start the live? Just trying to make sure. Okay, I think seems like we're audible. All right, I think we'll get started. Devashish, India versus USA in a few days. How do you look at this game? India's won 2 out of 2. USA has beaten Pakistan. What's going to be the build-up like?
But the first match is obviously today, Pakistan playing Canada, and that's going to be a very interesting match. Obviously, Pakistan has to win this match in order to stay in the competition. Canada, they are coming off after a great win against Ireland, so they will have the confidence. And so, but then lot of backlash as far as Pakistan is concerned back home. So. Whether they go on to win against Canada is got to be seen, but it definitely it has been a challenging wicket with low scores. And yesterday also, we saw South Africa versus Bangladesh. It was a low scoring score. So once again, the onus will be on the bowlers, and lot of challenges ahead for Pakistan.
Yeah, right, Devashish. A lot of challenges for them, and especially after the loss against India, when they got so close and they couldn't cross the line, I think that will really hurt them. When they when they're up against this like Canadian team at the moment, do you think all this negative backlash might be in the just in their minds when they take on this team?
See, you need to move on. Means obviously there can be thousands of words being said against you, but it is you who matters. Obviously, now you would be playing the World Cup match. Remember, you are representing a country in a World Cup. So yes, you have lost 2 matches, one against USA and one against India, but then you need to move on. Means and that's the key thing for Pakistan, for Babar Azam and his boys. Yeah, and the captain has to lead from the front. Remember, Babar hasn't done well in the game against India.
Yeah.
So the onus will be on him whether whether he goes on to make a considerable contribution is supposed to be seen.
Yeah, right, Devashish. And to all our viewers, we'll be coming up with the content before Pakistan takes on Canada as well. All that content will be given to you by Red Sports. We'll be at the ground looking to get some fan visuals as well. It depends if Pakistani fans want to come out and see their team play, because after those 2 games, I won't be too surprised if we don't see too many Pakistanis as well. But whoever there are, and if there are, we definitely will go out and get that content for you. But let's talk about India USA. Devashish, big match for USA. They beaten Pakistan. I'm sure they'll be having that sort of confidence. There's a lot of local, I mean not local, but there are a lot of Indian players who have once played under 19 for India, now part of this US squad as well. So it's just a great mixture, which is gonna be interesting to watch.
Yeah, obviously, it will be a huge match for the USA team, given that, and it can't get bigger than this to play against India, who are considered to be the superpowers in world cricket. But then, once again, it has been a tournament of upsets. Means, obviously, we might see Sri Lanka is all likely to be knocked out. We know England also New Zealand also staring at being knocked out. England, we don't know whether they're going to make it. So
Yeah.
Pakistan also look at staring at being knocked out. So it has been a World Cup of upsets so far, and also a low scoring one. So once again, in the challenging conditions, whether USA has the ability to upset India is going to be seen. But India, on the other hand, will have the confidence behind them, having won two matches on a trot, and that morale boosting win against Pakistan to be successfully defending 119 runs.
Hmm.
So I think a lot to do, lot of challenges lies ahead for the USA team. And compared to Pakistan, India are far superior aside.
Yeah, you're 100% right with that. I think this Indian team, after those two wins, especially, and again, against that Pakistan win as well, will give them that world of confidence. Devashish, a lot of chatter on Shivam Dube. We spoke about Shivam Dube earlier as well. Honestly, I think against the USA team, he does have an opportunity to, let go, show everyone what he's actually made of. So I think that's the biggest opportunity that he possibly has, and he can't possibly, let this one slip out of his hands.
Yeah, obviously, I think the team management will also back him, and you know that Shivam Dube has done well in the IPL, and that's the reason he was picked in the side. And what he brings to the table is his all-round ability. Means
Mm.
whether he has been he has proven everyone what he can do with his bat, but then also, and he has been bowling regularly at the nets in the practice session. So. And it is a golden opportunity for Shivam Dube if he does get an opportunity to bat to make some valuable contributions, and that will do a world of that will do his confidence a world of good. So fingers crossed, and hopefully he gets on and gets another chance, and hopefully that is the next two matches.
Yep, and you'd also mentioned, the concerns over Suryakumar Yadav in some previous chats that he's probably not been in the best of form. He's someone who's also an X-factor player like Rishabh Pant. Unfortunately, not been in the best of form that his team would like him to be. So another opportunity for him to possibly capitalize on a weaker side.
Surya Kumar Yadav has always been the X factor for this Indian team. Means so no question doesn't even arises whether he will get another chance or talks like that. But then definitely he too needs to get going, get some runs behind. Obviously, these are all challenging conditions. So
Hmm.
let's face the fact that these has been really challenging conditions here at the Nassau County International Stadium. The wickets have been doing a lot for the bowlers. Even in the game against game between South Africa and Bangladesh yesterday, we saw. I mean, obviously, the South Africa once again defended 113 runs, and so see a lot. The batters have has to face challenging
Yeah.
conditions. Let's put it straight away. So, Shivam Dube, yes, if he does get an opportunity, if one would hope so, then he should make use a valuable contribution.
Yeah, right. But would you see, someone like Sanju Samson coming in if, Shivam Dube or Suryakumar don't end up performing in the upcoming matches as well?
Yes, obviously, Sanju Samson could be another guy who could get an nod in, given that he has also done well in the
Yeah.
IPL. But then what Shivam Dube brings into this Indian table is his all-round ability. Yes, he has let down the team by dropping the catch of Mohammad Rizwan
Hmm.
in the game against Pakistan. He has not contributed with the bat. Yes, but then having said that, um, if you pick a youngster, you need to back him, and that is what has been the positive for Rohit Sharma over the years as a captain. Means if he backs someone, then he has always delivered. So it was to be seen whether the team has the reposed of confidence in Dubey, and see, every time the team management gives confidence, invariably a player has done well. Means it's Shubham Dubey's opportunity to grab the chances. Well, yes, yeah, Sanju and Samsung is also a contender, very much a contender. But then I think Shivam Dube
Yeah.
will fancy scoring runs if he gets against USA.
Yes.
Considering that USA bowling is not that great as considered to a Pakistani attack.
Yes, so Shivam Dube has a massive opportunity in front of him at the moment. After not giving out his best performances in the recent two matches, I think against USA, he has the biggest opportunity to let go, free his arms and possibly get back to his playing best that we saw in the IPL. Devashish, in a few hours from now, a little more than that actually, the Indian team will be practicing. What are your expectations from this practice session? Do you think most of the players are going to turn out, or do you think most of them are going to rest it out?
It's an optional practice session and that has already been informed by the BCCI and that by the team management or rather the BCCI media team. So one goes to be seen with how many players turn up, whether the bigger star players they do come out for training session. But then what we have been observing is that there's someone like a Shivam Dubey or a Sanju Samsung will be there for the training along with the likes of the last practice session. Also, we saw all the four standby players turning up. But then I want to hope that the fast bowlers will be rested. And it has been that the sin means obviously we might see someone like a Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, Arshdeep Singh being rested. So let's see, fingers crossed. In a few hours from now, the Indian team will be training at the Kantiake Park. So let's see.
Yes, and we as well are going to be at that park. So all the updates, all the training updates, the press conference updates, we'll be getting it straight to you. So again, just make sure you're tuned to Rev Sports. But we mentioned Rishabh Pant, and we mentioned how focused he's been in the recent past, attending these practice sessions, batting for long sessions. I personally think this might just be his World Cup. After that major setback, after those performances against Pakistan, I think he's really setting it up for himself.
Yeah, obviously, and so not only his batting but the catch that he took in the last match, and obviously he was awarded the best fielder award by the team management, and what an occasion it was to be handed over the medal by none other than former India coach Ravi Shastri. And so you could see that camaraderie, the bond between this team means obviously everyone fighting it out for each other, and that is what you want. Means obviously you need a healthy dressing room, and that has been the case for Team India's success in recent times. It has always been a healthy dressing room and players backing each other. We saw what happened with Hardik and Rohit in the game against Pakistan. Means both the captain and vice captain were discussing, strategizing things along with Virat Kohli as well. So but the senior players do understand that they have to take the honors, leave aside whatever their ego is, and they shouldn't be. Obviously, and given the way the team has performed so far, things looking very well for the Indian team.
It is, Devashish, especially after all the, possibly the criticism this team possibly faced, saying that, it's not looking at its peak form, a lot of players out of form. But now, after these two wins, it's looking pretty positive for the Indian team. And I think they'll favor the chances after, especially a lot of top teams not being able to deliver at the highest stage. So, definitely there. That's a valid point. Devashish, do you see Kuldeep Yadav coming into the mixture just to probably experiment, give him a game?
That goes to be seen, and it's a very tricky question to answer. And obviously, yes, Kuldeep Yadav, we all know that he is a proven match winner. He is one who will give you wickets, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you need someone who can bat as well. And Akshar Patel has proved in that match against Pakistan. He scored some valuable runs at number 4. And remember, India lost 2 early wickets. So and I feel that Akshar Patel will be persisted with, given
Yeah,
that
same here.
his ability to bat as well. So and he adds more values to the and the team management can be more flexible.
Yeah, same here, same here. We're getting comments from Surva who's saying play Sanju, I think he means.
Subro.
Yes. Subro, who means, yeah, he's suggesting play Sanju Samson. Yes, I think, Sanju Samson, like we mentioned on the show as well, is a special talent, but at the moment, probably not because, this lineup is already extremely packed. And
Means
unless,
if you
yeah,
have to play Sanju, then you have to drop
drop
either
Surya. Yeah,
not Surya. You have to drop Shivam Dubey, who once
yeah,
again brings value to this team, being an all rounder. Yes, and we have been observing in the practice session here in New York that
yeah.
Shivam Dubey has been bowling for a long time, long spells in the nets. So that and team management also believes that if there is an off day for one of the prime bowlers, then he can be handy. Means if the good thing about this all rounders is that
Mm-hmm.
if you can roll your arms for at least a couple of overs,
Yeah.
maybe, then obviously one bat, if a if your main bowler goes has a bad day at the office, then he can make up for it. So I think um, someone like a Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dubey, it only adds to the balance of the side, and that is what Rohit Sharma emphasized in the pre-tournament press conference. His first press conference here in New York, he emphasized that this time has as many as four all-rounders,
Mm-hmm.
and he would love to play all the four of them. And that has been the case, means playing all your four all-rounders in the side. And so you can actually go on to
Yeah.
any of the bowlers if a main bowler has an off day, and that's the beauty of this side. Means obviously a lot of experience, you have wealth of experience as far as the batting is concerned, and as well as bowling. Means obviously someone like a Jasprit Bumrah, who has been in the form of his life, means winning that match against Pakistan. And you could actually see that there is a lot of on the self there is a lot of role clarity, I would say, and that has been the biggest aspect of this Indian team.
Very well said, Devashish. And I think the all rounders help because suppose if you're a batting all rounder and if you had an off day with the bat, you always have an option to come out and give yourself an option to bowl well, which we saw with Hardik Pandya as well. He would have liked to get some more runs against Pakistan, but he got those 2 wickets. So as an all rounder, you always have an option extra to contribute to your team's success, which is a lovely asset to have to any team. But Devashish, coming back to the question again, do you feel this team has a chance to experiment, or they shouldn't take any team lightly? Maybe rest a few players, but it's a World Cup. Do you really want to rest anyone at the moment?
See, I mean, obviously there are two ways to look at it. Means obviously you can easily rest one of your main player, but then considering that it is all about momentum, this format is all about momentum. If a player, means obviously if you ask any player, he would not be willing to take a rest if he is in a momentum. Say be it a Harjasprit Bumrah or a Arshadip Singh. Means obviously you need to stick on. Means and there's no need of changing your winning combination. Means
Yeah.
obviously once you have that momentum, winning 2 out of 2 matches, all you need to do is to stick with your team. Yes, there may be an opportunity arising for Kuldeep Yadav when the team travels to the Caribbean. Obviously, the batting, it will be a lot more batting friendly wickets, and with the pitches also favoring the spin bowlers, then Kuldeep Yadav might come handy. But
Definitely.
in these conditions, you need an extra batter any day, given any day, because means invariably you can see that the team is 10 for 2 or 11 for 3, and then you need your batting. You need
Definitely.
more batting depth, and that might be the reason that you picked the side with lot many all rounders, and that is what has happened with this Indian team with contributions from Akshar Patel. And I for one does not see any major changes in the side. Yeah, if obviously uh, maximum one change you can expect, but then I would rather go for sticking with the winning combination rather than changing your combination.
I completely agree with you, Devashish, because I think when you're playing a World Cup, I don't think first of all you can take any team too lightly. This is the World Cup, this is the world stage, and you want to play your players who are in good form. Maybe resting them at times probably won't work in their favor when they come back and play a bigger game. So if they're in good form, let them go out, let them play as many matches as possible, and I feel they'll only get better and more used to the conditions. So I think I completely agree with you on that point. Devashish, before we end this live here, it's India versus USA. We saw that big turnout against Pakistan. A lot of crowd came. Do you feel that there might be a turnout here,
No,
or will be a
no,
disappointment?
I don't see it to be a full house. Let's be honest. Obviously, we saw what happened in the game against Ireland with a lot of empty seats. Yes, India-Pakistan match was a special match.
Mm.
Means and then and there was a hype which was built long time before, even before we traveled to the United States. So there, and when you consider this group, it has always been this one match, one particular marquee clash between these two Asian giants, and that has been means
Yeah.
obviously we saw in a full house, but then that won't be the case. That won't be the case even if USA is playing. I don't see how many local USA fans will be turning up to watch cheer their team. And we
Do
saw
you think
what.
there'll be any local USA
Yes,
fans?
absolutely. There will be, and we saw what happened. We
Hmm.
saw that instance in at the fan park, where there was a few South African supporters. There were a lot many Bangladeshi fans as well who did not get a ticket because tickets, remember, are very expensive. Um, eh, and they are taking this opportunity to be at the fan park and watch their and support their team. So USA, yes, you might find a lot many fans at the fan parks, but how many will be there at the ground? I think it will once again
Hmm.
be dominated by the Indian blue color.
It will definitely. But it'll be interesting to see how many people actually turn out. To everyone viewing us now at the moment, we've had an action-packed day. There's a lot of content that we already shot. So make sure you go check out Rev Sports Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We've done a lot of ground coverage today. We've done a lot of travel logs today as well. So there's a lot of content. Make sure you go and engage with that. Divashish and myself will also be at the practice session tomorrow. So we'll be giving you all the updates of
Today.
that. Yeah, today for y'all and tomorrow for us. So we're going to be giving you all the updates of that practice session and the press conferences as well. So again, just make sure you tune into Respos because you don't want to miss out on anything. It's India taking on USA really, really soon. So it's going to be a big match because it is a World Cup game after all. We can't take any team lightly, and even that ground coverage will be done by the both of us. So make sure you engage with the content and make sure you share and subscribe. We need all the support as possible. We probably tell you this every night, but it's extremely important that you engage with it and you share with it and you share it further with your friends. We've got a question here. Thank you for okay.
What is
Thank you for the interview at.
the World Trade Center today?
Oh wow! I
Oh,
think one
this
of
is a. Oh,
Srinivas.
we interacted with few of our fans,
Yes.
Indian fans who were at the World Trade Center, the fan park in front of the World Trade Center, and it was quite enjoying to interact with them. Yes, they might again be at the fan park to cheer the Indian team, and that is what we want. But then there was a few disappointing face. There was disappointing Bangladeshi
Yeah.
fans who turned up, but then when Mahmudullah got out because he needed a six to hit, he needed to hit a six of the last ball, but he can't. Means
Mm.
so
That was quite heartbreaking.
yeah, it was heartbreaking, and it will definitely not do Bangladesh any good because if they had won against South Africa, they would have put a step forward into making it to the Super 8. But then, yes, they still have chances. But then, in South Africa, remember, they're looking a very strong side already. 3 wins out of 3. So,
Yeah.
obviously, South Africa, along with India, Australia, are looking to be the 3 teams. And you might never know. West Indies might also be one of the teams to make it to the last 4. So for me, these are the 4 teams which I see will be is likely to make it to the top 4. Means we having already said that New Zealand looks like to be
Mm.
out. Also, Sri Lanka might not as well make it to the Super 8 stages. Bangladesh, we never know. England, once again, having lost their only match, they too have the potential to bounce back. So, but overall, it has been a low-scoring World Cup.
Yes, it
Sure.
has.
Yes.
Yes, it
Pitch
has.
seems to be difficult at New York. Yes, I totally agree, and everyone will accept it. And it has already been a low-scoring World Cup, and it has been a challenging wicket to say. Means obviously,
Mhm.
a lot has been said about the dropping
Yeah,
wickets.
and
Means
even
obviously,
we've spoken about it, I think, a
yes.
lot. But
But then what matters is that you go out there and perform. Means if you
exactly,
don't, if you think too much about the wicket, the conditions, it won't do anything good. Means obviously because the conditions will be on offer will be for both the teams playing. So it's better to move on and put behind what the wicket is like, what the conditions is like. As Rohit Sharma said in his pre-match press conference. What it matters is to do well in all the 3
yeah.
departments of the game: batting, bowling, and fielding, and that is what you want. Let's see. Means obviously it was the big match coming up today for Pakistan. Pakistan does need to win today so as to remain in contention for qualifying for the Super 8 stages. Yes, and they do have the potential. They do have the ability and the potential to obviously win against Canada. Canada,
Mhm.
with all due respect, are not a strong side. So Pakistan should feel confident of winning this match and staying in hunt for the Super 8 stages.
Absolutely, Devashish. And thank you for that descriptive answer. I think, it's going to be interesting to see who those top four teams are. It's still early stages, but, the days are going by fast. The teams are playing a lot of
Someone is saying
matches.
looking forward to see how USA will play at the venue.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think they'll have a lot of confidence as well after that Pakistan win. But again, the senior team definitely are the favorites. But again, it's going to be an
But what a
interesting one.
moment it will be for
Yeah.
Saurabh Netravalkar. Means obviously
Playing
someone who
against
has
his.
played under 19 cricket for India. I was just going through one of the photographs where he was with Chandrakant Pandit. So it will be a huge occasion for some Saurabh Netravalkar. Means and what occasion it will be when he can shakes hands with Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma, someone he idolizes. So
It's going to be special.
absolutely, it's going to be a special moment for the Indian
Yeah.
expatriates who will be representing USA.
Yes, it's going to be special, and that whole build up of that match, we'll be getting into you. So make sure, like again, I mentioned before, make sure you tune into Rev Sports. And again, Srinivas, thank you for your comments. Thank you for letting us interview you today as well. I think we need more people who engage with us as well. And I'm really appreciative of the fact that you've decided to comment and speak. So make sure you as well share it with your friends, tell your friends, your family all about Rev Sports, and make sure they also engage with us really soon. And to everyone watching, thank you all for tuning in. It's 8:30 in India at the moment, and we have almost 200 people at the moment looking at us and listening to us. So we appreciate all of you, and we hope that every morning, every evening, every afternoon, whenever we go live, we can engage with a large audience. So thank you to each one of you, and we'll see you all again tomorrow morning. And before that, obviously, constant updates will be given on this platform. So make sure you tune into that. This is Ishan and Devashish signing off, and we'll catch you all really soon.